Hello there, and welcome to the Natalie
and Dennis
Show podcast. These topics include bloody tissues, universal music being removed from TikTok. Also, what's up with TikToks being over a minute long now? It feels like every other TikTok is extending it way more than it needs to be. And then the world of Pilates. Take over. Everybody's doing Pilates now. And it seems like they're actually very friendly, you know? Gyms are kind of known for being a little bit stingy, kind of mean.
I need to take you to a Pilates studio so you can see. They're very nice, but everybody there looks like a model.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of intimidating, to be honest.
That's the scene at Pilates?
That's the scene. I think it'd actually be kind of fun for us to do a video where I force you to go to Pilates. You
brought that up a couple days ago.
I think that would be fun.
That'd be actually very interesting. That kind of brings up the point of we've been vlogging a lot more often now.
We have. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
How have you felt vlogging again? I
kind of feel like it's like you're just picking it up with like a friend, I guess. Like it was something that, I don't know. It felt like you know how the last podcast we were all angry and it felt like too proper, you know? That's how I felt about my channel the past year. And so I just kind of I said bye to that. For these past few vlogs, I've been editing them myself and it's been nice.
So you're just letting it flow.
Yeah.
I do recommend you guys go check out our main channel. We have 3 videos that are up that are very chill, relaxed.
Okay.
But
no promo,
unstructured.
Let's move into this podcast.
Okay.
Happy Friday.
I don't want to put Miss Natalie on the spot, but someone in this room is menstruating.
Oh my God, wait. I'm really nervous about this.
And that vibe's kind of sticking. Because we're all kind of in a moody tune.
No. You know what's okay? I don't know if you guys noticed this because so basically we filmed this podcast and then we all got mad at each other. And then we're like, let's refilm it. And then we left. We took 10 and there was a paper here on the floor with my blood on it.
Okay. Oh, what?
And you guys didn't notice.
No, we didn't notice.
I was so embarrassed. So as a girl, okay, girls, hear me out, right? It's really hard, guys. You have no idea what I'm going through right now. My uterus is bleeding. But listen, so I'm bleeding so much that I considered bringing a towel here and sitting on my towel. But I am making sure that with my period underwear, I could wrap something around really quickly. And that thing was on the floor. And you guys didn't even notice. When I came back
Thank God we didn't notice.
Oh my God, that was so embarrassing. There's nothing more embarrassing, I think, than...
Universal Music is pulling their music away from TikTok, something that TikTok is known heavily for, you know, trendy music. The Ice Spices of the world are no more, you know.
People are mad.
People are very angry.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like a lot of the greatest memes on TikTok have really popular music. Or even I was on Instagram and I saw that Monet McMichael, she does a lot of get ready with me's. A lot of her videos are a vibe. She's getting ready to, I don't know, she has a Beyonce song in the background or a Drake or whatever. And to know that now you have to think about that, I feel like it stunts your creativity.
Yeah. I mean, also whenever I create, you know, stories on Instagram or a TikTok with you, I feel like I can put any song. It almost feels like you were never constrained.
Yes. And you know, I don't know. Well, during the time of YouTube, when they started rolling out the whole copywritten stuff. Yeah. It kind of, again, hindered all of these creatives. And all of a sudden we were using the dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I remember that song
from YouTube.
The DIY song.
Dun, dun, dun. So I think TikTok is going to kind of shift its vibe a little and it's going to suck because it had that raw authenticity of
I do know that a lot of independent creators are saying that this is the time for new music artists to arrive.
That's true.
And to set the tone for what is going to be a trending audio for the year. So this is actually a moment for new music people to kind of arise.
Yeah. And speaking of new music people, right before the podcast, David was like, hey, did you know that I made a song?
Oh, yeah.
At the very end, we're going to listen to David's song.
David's first hit single.
The next Maluma, the next Faye.
Let's see.
David releasing his EP today.
David, wait, what would you do if your song now goes viral on TikTok? Imagine that. You might actually
new Peso Pluma in the house, baby. You know.
You might have an opportunity. That's what they're saying, right?
David said, no cambiaría más cámaras. Yeah, usted se va.
Yeah,
No,
he pees
You're a
out.
new person. You're a new
Yeah,
person.
he'd be in
Don't
his
say that, don't
car
say that
with the
because-
girls.
I say that because this is my hair.
Well,
Mi corazón. Aquí empecé.
wait, I
Nunca
just have
olvidando empezó.
I have a question. What is the song called? Do you have a name for it yet?
Yeah, the name is already put. Is
What is it?
Una Noche, I think so.
Oh,
Noche,
so
damn.
sexy. Okay, well, stay tuned for Una Noche at the end of
David,
this
if we
podcast.
use Una Noche in our TikToks, are you going to copyright me?
No. No. Se sabe. Los míos con los míos.
Anyways, so I was looking at a lot of my liked videos from the past, and a lot of them have that copyright little monetization, demonetized
the
thing.
mute.
Yeah, muted.
A lot of things are muted. It really changes the vibe. Even I would do these like unfiltered vlogs where I was like, okay, Google, play, blah, blah, blah. Like now I'm going to have to think about it. I don't know.
I never liked those videos anyways, thank God. R.I.P. to that content.
That was fun.
There's this popular guy who also does music reviews. Wait, is music actually going to play from Google now?
My bad, because I
Oh,
accidentally
that
said
sucks.
that.
If it plays from over there, that would just disconnect that Google Home.
Oh,
Is it
she's
playing
trying to
music?
play.
It
Hey
is playing
Google.
music.
Oh,
I don't think that's going to work. Anyways, there's a creator who does music reviews. And so he tends to show two different types of songs above, and then, or one's being sampled in the other song.
Like he's like, which song do you like better from the 2000s or
Yeah.
from 1990s? Yeah, that was a fun game.
So now people are saying that he has to like pivot into something else. So he's
Hard
comparing, food brands or whatever. He's kind of playing a joke on himself. He can still actually do music. It's not like a serious thing, but it's showing how creators who either dance or review music or have anything to do with music, period, are going to have to pivot into something else or look for more unpopular music.
I think where I'm most interested is I had heard allegedly that someone like Charlie D'Amelio would get paid like 6 figures to just dance to a song.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So like it became obviously music became really, so they were paying a lot of these TikTokers to just like do a hair transition to the song or whatnot. So a huge part of their, money.
No, and affect the singers too because
100%.
because singers make trends for their songs for like people
Yes.
didn't. So now any other singer can do anything.
And speaking of trends, like Ice Spice, right? I found out about her through TikTok.
Yeah, I think
All
everybody
her
did.
music, like
Yeah.
so good. So wasn't there something controversial like that where you showed me a video of the guy?
Oh yeah, so
And
there
she
was a guy
replied.
that was saying that basically her career was over, and then she actually like commented inside of the TikTok, just I don't know, being snarky. Like all
Yeah.
of these artists are kind of trying to defend their careers now, saying that they're still going to be relevant without TikTok, but
Granted, it's something to worry about.
it's funny because in our first take we got so far into the recording.
Uh-huh.
I feel like there's some things in there that I've already said and I haven't in this
Yeah.
take, but I had asked you a question, and it was who is going to be more negatively impacted,
Mhm.
TikTok or the music industry in terms of, the
Yeah.
change?
Well, I mean, so far the users, like to be honest, or you're saying, okay, that's a different question. But so far the user experience has not been very fun.
Yes.
Because,
It's not that good.
well, even I was telling you, things are shifting so quickly that I had already, I did this whole thing, guys, that I regret. I hired a content manager for like a month.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm like a month ahead of content. That has never in my career happened. But girl, I cannot use any of that because so much of that was
Music.
with music.
Yeah.
So it also makes you think about just how quickly things are shifting in the industry that you almost can't plan that ahead for things. So who's going to be most affected? I think, well, the music industry for sure, the artist, right? But I think TikTok is going to suffer more, in my opinion, because I think that's what made the app so fun. I mean, you think about YouTube, for example, right?
Mhm.
When they removed, when you when you were starting to get like all these copyrights for music,
Yeah.
right? It ruined the experience of just like the creativity.
It made things
Does that
hard.
make sense? Yeah, yeah.
Made it creating hard.
Yeah, that you're making me so dizzy with those back and forth. I see it right here, and it's like.
I do think that the music industry is going to be affected
Yeah.
more.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be harder for smaller people within music labels to be discovered.
True.
Uh,
True.
I was looking at, so there's this thread on TikTok where you get messages from TikTok and they're still actually paying people to use songs. And one of them was Disney. So Disney is trying to push a song from a Pixar movie.
I'm so sad I was never one of those people.
And so they're paying $800 for people to utilize the song in their TikToks. And the TikTok has to be over a minute long.
Disney.
So yeah, it's like for one of their movies, Wish or something. Anyway, that like you're totally right about companies paying for people to use
creators.
Songs.
Yeah.
So I mean, I saw a meme. It was a TikTok about like companies getting together and being like having a huddle and saying like, how are we going to promote this song? Oh, just put it on TikTok. And then they like stop because they can't do that anymore.
So, but the music is Universal
Music Group is the company that owns all of these artists, kind of like.
But there's still a ton of music out there, right?
Technically, like, anything that's not a part of that.
How do you research this?
I guess when you're on TikTok and you hit add sound, you might search and it might not appear. So then that's just not a part of it anymore.
Take a look. Honestly, the whole muted thing it's really bad. It really is bad.
It's not going to affect anyone moving forward because the song just won't be there.
Yeah. So far I'm just looking at my list. I have one.
Of our own videos?
Yeah. One of our own. 1, 2, 3. Honey. 4. 5. That's crazy. 5 so far. Just quickly scrolling. That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Oof.
Ay, baba.
Ay, baba. Oh, wow. And I just got sound removed due to copyright restrictions. I just got that notified as well.
David,
this is an interesting
usted
time.
Cuando descubre nuevos cantantes, ¿es por TikTok o por donde los encuentran?
No, from TikTok.
Yeah.
Right?
Or like viral clips.
Yeah.
I don't know about this, but
anyways, other changes that are going into TikTok is videos that are going over a minute. We need to talk about that.
Why do you make it seem like it's a bad thing?
I think it's really bad.
Why?
I think it's a bad move because you go on TikTok to kind of to just melt, right? And so I don't think I have the attention span of watching videos over a minute in vertical form. Now, I know that they're pushing them in landscape, and it's something that we attempted to do today. We actually posted a landscape video.
I think what makes me excited is the money element of it. Like the fact that you can make money out of it. So what's the whole ratio?
And it's kind of similar to your content.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
It's helped you so much.
So
you have to be grateful.
Yeah.
The incentive is $1,000 per million views on any video that is over a minute long.
Yeah. So who's that not going to motivate? You know what I mean? Like, imagine creating. I mean, 1 million views is a lot of people. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
But $1,000 is a lot.
So yeah, are you going to start working your booty off for content? I don't know. It also like kind of reminds me of the last episode when we talked about how content creation is like, is it now the new 9 to 5? Like, is it now the new, like, it kind of is enslaving.
It's a trap for people who make it their job full time. They're stuck doing it. For those people who still have a normal job, but are also content creators and are influencers, they're not forced to do it either.
Yeah. But I was looking at some comments of people saying that they feel like they're failing at both things because being a content creator is that difficult and they didn't realize it. So not only are they not excelling in their own job, but now they're not excelling on social media because it takes that much effort.
So there was a video that I was watching and it was a mom who was taking care of her child and they throw the bottle at her head. And whatever, it's funny, I laugh, and then it loops. Oh, yeah, and then I watch it and I'm like, wait, did the baby hit her again in the head? And then it looped again. And it looped until the video was 1 minute, 1 second long. And she did it just simply to monetize it, right?
Yeah.
So I want to ask, first of all, the audience,
your coin, girl.
What are your thoughts in terms of people looping or extending videos
that's not
to
fun.
Be able to cross 1 minute? And then me just giving my 2 cents here. Personally, I feel like it's actually going to make content worse. It's not going to be as good. Jokes are going to be extended much longer than they need to be.
True.
It's everything. Everybody's pushing for the minute when not everybody's a minute long creator.
Well, you told me about this creator that literally would say something and then leave a black screen until it hit a minute long.
Yeah. They did the joke. The video lasted about maybe 15 seconds and they left 45 seconds of black screen.
Okay, so this is what I don't understand. Because like YouTube is a retention first platform,
Yes.
right? The more you watch, the more money, or the more you watch, somebody watches your video, like the more content and
It's
they'll consume.
watch time and engagement.
Right. So what is TikTok? Then it's views right now?
Watch time.
Oh, so then
Watch
it's
time and
kinda the
engagement
same
also.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
What a lot of people are kind of getting at though is that TikTok is about to create a TV app. And so they want horizontal
What?
content for TV consumption.
Oh my goodness.
That's where it seems TikTok is going.
Another opportunity.
And they're going to integrate TikTok Shop into that. And so it's going to be like shopping on your TV through TikTok Shop, horizontal
What?
landscape video.
Oh my God. I feel like we're all going to be so interconnected.
But what's
now.
that going to do? YouTubers who are used to creating long form content are going to thrive on TikTok. And then everyone who's really good at short form is just going to get stuck on Snapchat or Instagram.
I don't know what's going to happen, but it is a little bit, it makes me dizzy, to be honest,
You
thinking
look
about
dizzy.
it.
You look like you're having a bad time.
You know what it is? It's because today I was scrolling and I was seeing a bunch of horizontal videos on TikTok and I
Yeah.
was a little confused.
Yeah.
And even girls who do like get ready with me's, like Emily Kaiser is her name.
Yeah.
She was like doing a get ready with me like YouTube style. And so everybody in the comments was like, oh my God, so nostalgic. Or, oh, I don't know how I feel about seeing the black bars, you know?
Yeah.
So I really don't know how I feel about it so far. We'll see. We'll see.
Usted, David, que no,
Let me just
yo
scroll.
diría que usted no es like content creator.
Yeah.
Yeah, su trabajo no es hacer videos.
But he
How do you
wishes.
how do you
You're
wish
breaking
it.
his
how do you
dream.
feel about it? Would you watch a video that's 5 minutes on TikTok?
No, I prefer the old content. Lo que son bromas y siga bajando.
Yeah.
Something simple. No. I don't wanna-
But wait, let's think about this, right? Because like live became really popular during a time that nobody really thought somebody could just sit there watching some dude play a game. So
We're talking about streaming.
streaming. Yeah. So I mean, there could be I also feel the same way as you,
Yeah.
Daddy, but also like, I don't know. It's a weird competition.
I do believe these companies have billions of dollars and a lot of analytics and know in what direction they want things to go.
Mm-hmm.
I know people always assume that they know better than the companies, but I think at the end of the day, the companies are smart enough also to make decisions like these. And, you know, like I said, if a TV
That's true.
app is like a Roku, but it's TikTok, like, of course they want to do that, right? And they're trying to compete with YouTube at the same time. So
But honestly, oh my God, no, it's just a lot, I think. I don't know. Well, it makes me worried for creators. I think that's what it makes me worried. Because even like today, you and I, after we heard about the whole horizontal thing, what did we do? We posted a horizontal video.
Yeah.
And what was the issue? It got flagged for copyright.
But
for
that
the
was
music.
that was the music thing hitting us against the 1 minute plus thing at the same time.
I get it. But what I'm saying is it made our day a little more complicated. So then we re-uploaded it and blah, blah, blah. And so like now as content creators, are we just supposed to be everywhere? Like that's exhausting.
So we actually just got an email from Thematic Music saying that they found a song in one of our most recent videos on YouTube and that we didn't link them properly. So I actually took the time and I fixed it.
Oh, that's nice that they would do that.
But what I wanted to see, it's like, how do they know? Like, what? Like,
Yeah.
you're now pinned against the wall from all of these companies. Like, give us credit. This is our property. Like,
And it makes sense.
it does, but it also is hard to navigate where things are coming from, right?
All
What-
I want to know,
Can I just give another
Yeah.
example very quick? We one time created a video a long time on YouTube and we utilized an image that we got off of Google.
yes.
And we got a message from somebody that we needed to take the video down or give them a
No,
bunch of
honey,
money. What
no.
was the situation?
We got a strike on the channel. A
Yeah.
strike. That is bad. Listen, if you get 2 strikes, you're
Three.
in no, but if you get 2, you're in danger because
Okay,
the
yeah.
3rd strike, your channel is done.
Yeah.
It
Gets terminated.
gets terminated. So 1 strike was so scary. And basically, she wrote this long ass message, like lawyer wise, oh my God, it was just the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, could you not have just messaged me and been like, hey girl, could you just remove, like I took down the video, of course, you know, but that affected me so much and it could have affected my entire business.
I know 2 strikes, you can't put a custom thumbnail anymore. So that just ruins everything at that point.
Not to mention I had an editor at the time. So it's not like something that, you know, just.
Where did we get that image from?
Like, I don't
Google?
know. Probably he got it off Pinterest or something. I don't know. Point being is like.
But what I don't understand is how they found out.
I went the story time.
The story time. So I did a DIY photography hacks video. So I was trying out popular Pinterest hacks, right? So a girl, I guess, was showing, I don't even remember what her hack was, but I was like, this is the girl that did it. I couldn't find her.
And this is the picture of how it came out.
Yeah. So I would have added her, but I didn't know what her at was. So because Pinterest back then didn't work like that. So basically a lot of the other examples we used, I did at, but I didn't at that person. She was pissed and basically.
It's crazy.
I almost lost my channel over it.
I think people jumping the gun and going straight to a lawyer or to that extent.
Oh, and that was the weird thing too. Like the message was so harsh. It was like, it didn't even give us a chance. Like even my lawyers were like, this is like very out of pocket. Like, I'm confused. Why wouldn't she just like talk to us about it? But okay. Like there was nothing we could do other than just, I mean, I removed the video. That's it.
Well,
you know,
that conversation about TikTok threw us in a loop and made us think about copyright situations that happened to us in the past. But
I guess it just asks the question to them is like, does this make you want to create content now? Does it still inspire you? Or are you now more like cautious and walking on eggshells? Because I know I am.
And also, 1 minute plus videos. How do you feel about that? I'm very curious about what your thoughts are on this. For me, it's a big no. I don't like it.
But then why are we doing it?
Will we do it? Yes, because
so I don't get it.
Gotta do it.
So wait, I don't understand your stance on this. So you don't like it.
I don't want to consume content like that, but I might be proven wrong. Like,
so then why would we be doing it? That's the thing. You have to think like the customer or the consumer.
It's too new. And like, I might actually, I remember recently I did watch a video that was really long and it was like science-based. It was talking about like ants or something. It was really long.
Okay.
And I got hooked.
Yeah.
Maybe that happens too on TikTok. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We don't know everything, right? I'm just giving my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's the deal with Pilates? I want to talk about it. You've been going to Pilates and avoiding the gym. You don't go to the gym and you say, "Hey, I'm a Pilates princess." You go do your thing.
It's really funny.
Tell me about it.
Okay, I think that what's going on. Ooh, I don't know where to start with this. Okay. Well, first thing, for example, I'm on my period today, right?
Yes.
I physically can't go to the gym, guys. Like I physically can't.
Okay.
And yet some girls will push themselves to it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the whole idea behind Pilates, it's a woman's type of exercise. It's light, it's high intensity, but it's low impact.
Yeah.
So it's easier to navigate as a woman through your phases or whatnot. And so I've actually really liked it. Like, I think that I haven't seen enough results to say because I've only gone like a few times. It's very expensive, but it makes you feel pretty.
That's nice.
It does. It makes you feel pretty. It makes you feel feminine. And it's just like I think the environment is very uplifting. Like after a Pilates class, I want to go home and like have a salad and a green juice. Like I think it's like a lifestyle thing. You know what I mean?
I understand.
It's like motivating like that. And I think because there's so many like beautiful women there as well, it's also kind of, inspiring.
Well, I have a little note here. I'm going to read it verbatim. But I watched a video.
Mm-hmm.
People are talking about how popular Pilates has become and how it seems like the crowd that goes to Pilates is much more supportive than the one that goes to the gym. So I wanted to ask you guys, do you find the gym intimidating and have you found more success in these group setting workout type classes like F45, like Pilates, like Zumba? What is intimidating about the gym?
I mean, there's a lot of things.
Is it because it's like so free flow, you can do anything you want?
So whenever I go to the gym, like our other gym, and I try to look for you, it's like I have to go through a sea of men.
That's really? Yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
You know, and like they're all into it and they're angry and they're just like pushing and like, I don't know, like it's a little bit intimidating to me. I also don't know how to use a lot of the machinery. So that's why I prefer F45. Like they show you and then you do it and it's great. And then Pilates is just also like, I don't know, workout classes are very motivating for me.
Nice.
I really like.
David, ¿usted qué
I
opina?
have a question.
Yeah.
How is
Yeah.
Polaris? Like,
Yeah.
¿qué es eso? Le
I gotta
explica.
take you one day. Basically, you're on this like it looks like a bed,
Okay.
and you're like stretching, and it's a lot of very light movements, but they burn
Quema.
like no other.
Yeah,
Oh,
arde mucho.
Yeah. And I think another thing is I was starting to do a lot of very like I feel like guy exercises in a way. So like
Yeah.
F45 is very intense. I do really love it. It's weightlifting, right? But then I would also rock climb. And I love the way my back was looking, but I was just feeling a little bit like too buff
Bulky.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm actually trying
Bulky.
to bulky.
Bulky.
Yeah, bulky. Imagine. No, I'm trying to like trim down a little bit. So we'll see. I've heard of really great transformations with Pilates. So we'll see, baby.
The trimming down, that reminds me of why my world is dominated by TikTok size. I'm sorry. Anyways, there's a girl talking about how it's so unfair that men can eat differently from women.
So unfair.
And so she was like at the gym or whatever, and this guy was eating a box of donuts, a dozen donuts.
Mm.
And she said, "Hey, aren't you cutting?" And he said, "Yeah, I am, but this fits my macros." And she was shocked and said that for her to lose weight, she can't even attempt to eat anything because she'll, break her diet or whatever.
I mean, I think that's what was kind of sad when we were doing our whole cutting. You remember my little meals
Yeah.
next to yours, big ass meals?
Do you feel like women's appetites equal men's appetites?
I can eat. I can eat.
That's true.
Yeah, I can eat. So it was really sad seeing my little plates compared to yours, for example.
Who eats more, your mom or your dad?
Who eats more? I think my dad, but not the right things.
My mom eats more than my dad.
She wouldn't appreciate.
David, ¿quién come más, su mamá o su papá?
I think my dad.
Your dad?
I'm not sure.
I mean,
Your mom.
Saúl does anything.
Anything.
No, no come
Anything.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's hard because, well, I cook for us
Yeah.
and I make all of our meals equal portions.
But that's the problem. That's
Yes.
why I'm gaining weight again, honey.
But okay, tell me how I give you a smaller portion. Why are you giving me a smaller
I get
plate?
it. But if I want to lose weight, guys. No, but I get it. But if I want to lose weight, honey, I can't eat
But then
like you.
I got that.
can't.
So you have to eat less. And then if I don't give you the same exact portion, you're going to
All
get mad
I'm
at me.
saying is, no, I'm not gonna get mad at you. It's not fair.
It's
but
not fair.
I have
It's not
to eat
fair.
it.
I 100% agree. It's not,
Not to
fair. If it were up to me, Natalie, you'd be able to eat anything you want and not gain weight.
I mean, I can eat anything that I want. But like, not to mention during your period, a few days before, like, ladies, tell me this is not true, but like, you are hungry, like so hungry. You could eat a lot. And I've actually heard it's like part of the phase. Like, you actually need more calories. I mean, don't quote me on that, but
Okay. But overall,
yeah,
Or energy.
more energy, because like right now I'm dead, guys. I'm bleeding right
but
now.
overall, we can agree that
I'm not kidding.
the more I spend
It's so
time
hard
around
to be
you
a girl.
and this
Muriendo.
women, like,
it is.
some women eat a lot. Like, a lot of women put
Yeah.
away a lot of food. And
Mhm.
it's really sad how biologically
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to eat so much less. And it's kind of unfair. I feel
Mhm.
bad for you.
You should.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to get at. Anyways, I have a little topic here. What is the single most, you'll understand it when you're older thing? There's things that you're told,
Oh yeah. I
When you're
hate
young,
they say that though.
hey, at some point in your life, you'll understand.
Honestly, it's kind of annoying when they say that, right?
It's as if they're calling you naive.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
But I do think there is a level of naiveness.
Yeah.
You know, like, for example, a lot of my friends in their 30s are getting divorced.
Ooh.
And I remember they were the first people to get married in like their early 20s.
Mm.
And a lot of people would say, why don't you just wait a few years, you know?
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, we're in love, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, you'll understand when I tell you. Like,
You'll understand when you're older.
yeah. So you can't really like ever give somebody your experience. It's a hard thing to, you know. And here's one thing. Here's another one, right?
Go ahead.
From personal experience, my dad always said, do not get breast implants. You will regret it. Do not. I did it and I regretted it. And I live with that decision. It was very difficult.
That's definitely you'll understand when you're older thing. Other things that I have here on the list, the importance of good posture and stretching. I remember I had a teacher that whenever she would see people slouching on the table, she'd hit her ruler on the table. This is way back. And she'd be like, stand up straight. And so like you like fix your posture.
Yeah.
And then when she would leave, you'd like go back to slouching. Mm-hmm. But you know, like
how many of us are slouching right now, actually, right? A lot of us.
She was being an asshole. But at the end of the day, you know, good posture is kind of important, you know. But the stretching portion of it, in terms of soccer, we all hated stretching in terms of practice before games. And it's just preventative. It's so you just don't get injured.
I also saw a TikTok today that talked about how the average living rate, does that make sense? Like the average rate that you'll live until, the average American
life expectancy,
that's the word, is 73. So you're lucky if you get to 80.
Yeah.
If you're 36, that's already half your life.
Yep. I don't like thinking about that.
Say what, girl? And that is actually, that's true. So basically what she was trying to say is go live your life. Like do the things you want to do. Seriously, hands-on.
That's so morbid.
It's not as morbid as you think. It's more morbid to think you have more life in you and you really don't.
I'm living life to the fullest. I'm trying real hard to be a happy man.
Well, think about it.
You look happy.
I'm very happy.
I'm about to be 30.
Yeah.
So I have 6 years until half my life.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. What else do I want
to do? But there's a whole portion of our lives that we can't even remember. If you really think about it,
a lot of it.
Pre 10 years old, there's a lot that's like kind of lost. So that's, we're halfway through it, but we're also going to, I feel, really remember these next years as opposed to the beginning of our lives. As an infant, as a baby, you can't remember that.
No, obviously
right?
Not.
So,
but I remember my childhood. I do remember my childhood a lot.
Definitely.
I don't know. It just got me thinking life is short.
Another one that someone wrote was not everybody's going to like you, even if you're a good person. That you need to learn that as you get older. Mm-hmm. I told the story a long time ago here on the podcast. I know it annoys you every time, but I had a teacher that just didn't like me. And then I, at some point, stopped handing in homework assignments, stopped doing all the tests because regardless of how hard I tried, this teacher would just fail all of my paperwork, say that I wasn't doing enough. And it didn't matter what I did or attempted to do. I just could not get on her good side. And for some reason, she just seemed to not like me. And I couldn't comprehend that. Mm-hmm. I couldn't understand it.
And why don't I like this story? I don't get it.
Because I've told it a lot.
I've never said that. You're the one that does that to me.
No. I've said it like twice on the podcast. And then the last time you're like, you tell the story all the time.
That's why
I went ahead and said that.
Hold on.
I don't want to be testigo.
No. But wait, doesn't that happen to me where I tell a story and he's like, Natalie, we've heard it. I've never said that once. I just want to clarify.
No.
Tell me,
about
David,
that.
tell me. If David says, then I'll look at every single podcast to make sure. Have I done that? I did?
No sirvo de testigo, no quiero decir nada.
No.
I don't remember. Being honest with you.
I've never done that.
Natalie, no lo recuerdo.
Okay, and I've never done that, honey. I just want to know that.
Anyways, we have Dennis's out of context video of the day. That's actually not the song I wanted for that. But now I feel a little bit intimidated because I was told not to use sound effects on the podcast. Guys,
if you really love us, can you create a compilation of all the times he has said, Natalie, we've heard that story? Because I swear you will not find one of mine.
You'd have to go through 38 episodes. No one's going to do that. Dennis's out of context video of the day, brought to you by offlinehumans.com, giving you the best journal solution so that you can stay organized.
But wait, there's no journal right now. Guys, I've gotten the samples twice and they're ugly as food.
David, throw it to my screen real quick.
Honey, why do you keep ignoring me?
What do you mean?
Is this not the Natalie and Dennis show?
I'm not ignoring it. I just said it was brought to you by offlinehumans.com. And then I was going to show the video. I'm sorry. Did I step over your boundaries or something? I'm sorry. I've been very supportive of you today, saying that the way you feel is valid in terms of eating. I am very with you on a lot of the topics today.
We're going to have a conversation after this.
Can you show my screen? That'd be okay. So this guy ate half my sandwich, probably saved the other half for later.
I think I like this little life.
Absolutely not. What the hell? That is
when
something.
someone says I saved half a sandwich, what does your mind say? You assume obviously it's a 6-inch half, right?
I guess.
Have you ever had an instance where you are kind of caught off guard like that? For sure, that one caught me off guard. I wanted to share it with everyone, but doing it inside of a Subway, inside of the restaurant, is wild.
Well, he's definitely kidding.
Well, I mean, he ate it that way. It must be really hard to eat a sandwich that way. I for one, when I have a sandwich, I eat it all. I can't have leftovers.
I remove the crust.
You're a little girl in terms of
hate the crust. I hate crust. And you know what?
You never
It
tried
tastes like ass. And you know what else I hate?
What?
You know what else I hate? I hate the butt.
What is the butt?
You mean
The butt is
end.
like the
all of bordes.
the part like.
Bro, why?
Do you like those? You like the butt?
Oh, I eat everything.
Nah, I give those to Jupiter. Those are bad. I give them to Jupiter.
All
They're
right.
bad.
I have a fun fact of the week, guys. Get this. A 32-year-long study found obesity spread through social circles, and that a person's chances of becoming obese is increased by 57% if he or she had a friend that became obese. So, I don't want to say it, but a lot of us are in the thicker side because we have someone else in our life that is also a little thick.
So you're saying you agree with that statement?
Yes, I agree with the statement.
Okay.
There's been many times, and this is like personal life, you know?
I agree with it as well.
There's been a lot of times where I'm doing very well in terms of what I want to eat, how I feel about things.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, I'm hungry. Can we order food? Can we go to Raising Cane's? Can we do this and that? And like, I'm on it, but then I don't know why. The moment someone says, do you want to order some Taco Bell? Like, I break. Like, I'm bad at it, right?
You are.
But I'm not the one to like suggest it.
Yeah,
but I break easily.
I get it. Yeah. And it's actually really interesting. I knew I was going to get my period today. Why? Because yesterday we had lunch, and right after I was like, do you want to go out to eat?
Right after lunch.
And you were like, yeah.
We have a what do we eat in a day video that's going to come up. If you can go check it out after this podcast, but you'll see us eating twice back to back for no reason.
Yeah. So I do kind of
so good.
I do kind of agree with that though. Like, I think that your circle of people does impact. For example, you know, when did I start going to the gym and going hard? When all my friends were on a group text, and when instead of going out for drinks, we'd be having like little salads and, you know, little green juices and stuff like that. Like, it does inspire you. It does motivate you.
I think it goes beyond that. Way beyond that.
Okay.
I think it goes beyond social circles, but also to what we consume online.
Oh,
it's very odd. I want to think it's very philosophical. Let's break down some borders here. But ever since I started liking more fitness gym content, it inspires me to go to the gym. Oh. If I start watching mukbangs,
yeah,
or whatever, eat with me, like that sandwich. This is an example. Someone sees that sandwich, like that's kind of promo for Subway. Like if you really think about it,
for sure. No, it's true. It goes into like your subliminal.
You like think of like the smell of walking into Subway. You think of like the hearty bread that they're baking or whatever, and then you're like, next thing you know, you end up at a Subway.
True.
Right, and so the content that you are consuming affects your lifestyle.
You know, I started feeling that a lot when it came to energy drinks.
Yeah. Because
a lot of these lifestyle girls, Alani and things like that, they send us this stuff. Yeah. Right. And seeing them drink it, it's like, ooh, I kind of want one before the gym, but I was never a caffeine girl. Mm-hmm. So I'd have all these weird spikes. Right. So I'm kind of interested in that. Like now maybe I should consume, I don't know. But here's the other thing. Recently, I've been seeing this huge trend, like because it's January, right? Of like being that girl and 6 a.m. And sometimes I'm like, why do we have to be so productive all the time? It's a bit exhausting. Like it is.
I don't think anyone is productive other than the creator. I think people are living vicariously through someone being productive.
No, I don't think so.
And they're not being productive themselves. No.
But that doesn't make sense. Because it's like what you just said. For example, recently you've been looking more like
jacked.
Yeah. And I was like, why? And so you said, I saw this video by
C-Bum,
who was basically saying
he was showing a routine.
Yeah.
And so I was doing C-Bum's routine, and C-Bum's fucking huge. She's like Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, but he said something that influenced you. He said that if you aren't coming back home.
Oh no, that was Sam
Andrew
Sulek.
too.
That was Sam Sulek.
So if you aren't coming back home
sore,
you're not doing
you're not
right.
doing enough.
You're not doing enough, right?
Yeah.
And so now you're coming back sore like every day. So you're influenced by that. So you're totally right. Maybe recently I've been following lazy people or something. I've been feeling kind of out of it.
Okay. Question to the viewers, because something I want in our
Maybe.
podcast is to throw it to the viewer.
You know
more
what, Davi? I've been
consistently.
watching you. Imagine.
And so what I want to ask is, okay, you watched that 5 a.m. morning productive routine, whatever, realistic, blah, 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 in my 20s. Now,
In New York
are
City.
you going to wake up at 5 a.m. the next day?
Well, a lot of people will write in the comments, I'm so motivated by this. But
Bullshit.
But you do
Bullshit.
get motivated. You do get motivated.
Yeah, you
by
get it as you're snacking in bed watching the video, but are you going to wake up at 5 a.m. the next day? Okay, go and watch any of the successful lifestyle creators right now. Look at how many views a video like that has. 600K, for example. Out of 600K, how many people woke up the next day and woke up at 5 a.m.?
I mean, maybe like 5%.
Did you say 10 people?
No, I was gonna say percent.
No.
Wait, no, whatever. Then.
I don't believe it.
All right, whatever.
Say 7%.
Yeah, less than 10%. Yeah. Es que hay videos muy populares. Desperté a las 5 de la mañana. Right? Cogen 600,000 vistas. How many of those people are actually going to wake up at 5?
Anyone.
Guys,
Write it in the comments.
inspires
Tell us if you
guys
actually
are
wake up at 5
liars.
a.m.
It inspires
Yes, inspire you for that moment.
Yeah, that's what I was
No,
saying.
no, no,
You,
what it
you
is,
think
no,
in
no.
your mind, you think, wake up tomorrow. And I do everything, but
No,
I don't do
listen. You guys don't understand because that's a girly type video. But when you guys see that Sam dude lifting hard up until the very end, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm going to do that today at the gym.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the 5 a.m. shit is not for you.
But
all
the
you
gym
guys
was
are
something
saying,
I already had to do, and it's part of my day, and it's just tweaking it. I feel like waking up early is so hard.
It's a girl thing.
So
It's
so
a girl
hard.
thing. I don't know why we do it to ourselves. That's another thing I've been seeing.
Do you think people gloat about being productive? Like, oh, look at me, I'm so productive.
Yeah, I could think, yeah.
I feel like it's kind of unhealthy.
But it's also, maybe it is, but also my best days are when I wake up early. My best days.
You know, I haven't missed Sabina
Don't say
up until
that.
now, but right now I kind of miss her because I think she would have agreed with you.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go, girl.
I do believe.
With us in spirit.
I think you're very convincing today. I got to say.
Really? Why is that?
I'm starting to believe that you have like this innate ability to understand the audience, and maybe I'm just wrong.
Wow. Why do you say that?
What percentage of people do you actually believe wake up at 5 a.m. after watching a video? But I'm being very sincere. Like, how much do you honestly think?
Let's say out of 10, I think maybe one girl.
Out of 10 people, one girl.
I think so.
So out of 100,000, 10,000.
I think she'll be inspired to do that next week.
Get their clothes, put it aside,
Yes,
do
yes.
the thing. Cool. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 10%.
Like I said, yeah.
Hmm.
10% is a lot, I think.
David, the last time that a video influenced you to do something, you remember?
Well, think about it. Your hair, David. You had bright colors.
¿Ya dónde sacó usted la idea de tinturarse el pelo?
You know, everyone on my group say, oh, va a ser tinturar. Y yo,
There you
gonna
go.
tinturar.
That was it.
Oh, yeah.
Su grupo.
Yep.
Yes.
Bunch of
No, that's how it goes.
bunch of losers.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. You get influenced. And like even you get
Yeah.
influenced within your own couple.
So how do you not get influenced?
Oh, it's so
No,
hard to
it's
know.
good. It's
Do you
good
have to
get
cut
influenced.
ties? Like
Like that
what if you're
No,
just
it's
sheltered
good get
person?
influencer. It's good get influenced about people. Why not?
Yeah.
Every change is good.
Every change, no, that's not true.
No, it's
Todos
true.
los cambios son
Think it.
buenos. No.
Todos los cambios son buenos. Piénselo.
Okay, David. So one time there was this guy in Colombia that out of a prank, he put breast implants. So would you do that?
¿Te no acuerdas del influencer que se puso implantes?
Oh, yeah, the Jefferson Cosio.
Yeah.
Yes, he blew. Yes.
So would you do that?
No.
Pero es un cambio.
Yeah, that's a change.
Yeah.
But can be good for some other people.
Maybe.
Anyways, my other fun fact of the day, because I always do too, was that there was a bar in London that was illegally demolished days after it was listed as a historic site. And the company that demolished it was forced to rebuild it brick by brick to its original state.
But then it's not historic anymore.
True. It's brand new. You just debunked it. But anyways, I've seen videos that kind of reminded me of videos where someone does a job and then like the homeowner comes out and complains and says, I'm not going to pay you.
What?
And the job is already completed.
Okay, but hold on.
Yeah.
How did it turn out?
Perfect.
Okay, that's a problem. So
what the homeowner's trying to do is get out of paying
but that
for
doesn't
it.
make sense. Usually you have to pay like half at least.
So a lot of what happens was all these workers get mad. They get hammers and they break what they did. They'd rather break it, ruin it.
That makes sense.
So that the person can't like, I guess, enjoy it.
That sucks, but it makes sense. Yeah.
It's like people sometimes don't appreciate the effort that goes into manual labor sometimes, or labor in general.
I don't know if this is the right conversation for this, but I was watching a vlog. I was watching Lauren Hidalgo, right?
Yeah.
And so she renovated her whole Miami apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not looking cute. It was
really
not looking cute. And, I very respectfully would not say anything. Of course, I'm not going to be like, this is looking kind of ugly. But people in the comments were like, Lauren, this is looking a little ugly,
Yeah.
And so in every video, she was like explaining, no, guys, like, here's the vision. Here's the vision. Well, long story short, she ended up moving to a new house.
Okay.
And she was very forward about how the person who was helping her design just, if she could open up about the horrors of what went down.
Really?
But she didn't want to expose this person, which I think was very gracious of her. But like sometimes the work that you...
How much do you want to bet that the person was a family member? How much do you want to bet?
I don't think so.
There's so many times that we've had work done in our house where it turns out wrong and it's a family member and we're like, you tell them to install a light and that light just doesn't turn off ever. And you just live with it. The light is on. And then you don't want to put them on a spot. So you live with the light that you can't turn off and that's it.
That's true. But that's why it's hard to work with family. That's how it is.
Has that ever bit you in the ass? Working with family?
Yeah, I worked with my sister. I would never do it again. I also worked with my best friend and we didn't talk for a long time. Like, you know how you would always have like those conversations like, hey girl, how's work? Blah, blah, blah. Well, we were working together. So we stopped having those conversations. I missed it so much and she did too that we were like, we can't do this.
So you preferred your friendship over working together?
Yes, 100%. It was a lot better that way.
That Lauren Giraldo, that very interesting story. But I feel like a lot of people live it, but never really record it. And it's funny that it got recorded.
It was really bad.
How bad was it?
It was so bad. Like her baby room had like stripes all over and it was just confusing and made you want to like throw up. It was bad.
It was that bad. It makes you want to throw up.
Guys, if people in the comments were like, Lauren, this is not looking cute, girl. Like it was not good. Every renovation was just bad after bad after bad. I'm sorry. She knew it though. Now that she said it, I could say it. So
I want to challenge you guys to bring up a topic. We're close to the end of the show.
Okay.
But I still feel like we have enough time to talk a little bit more. Bring up a topic you've wanted to talk on the podcast.
You guys see the new series Griselda?
Oh.
yes, I started watching it.
Let's talk about that.
But I only watched a little bit. Did you finish it?
I've been the 4th episode.
Oh shoot.
Le gustaron?
Yeah, that's good. It's good. It's good series.
Is she a real character?
Yeah.
Like,
Griselda was the person who taught Pablo Escobar how to be who he was.
oh, wait, I didn't know
that's
that.
crazy.
Yeah. She's evil.
Wow.
She's an evil woman.
Okay, I didn't know that was the story.
Pablo Escobar say, oh, el único hombre que yo le tengo miedo es una mujer. The name is Griselda Giraldo.
Wow.
Griselda Blanca, I'm sorry.
I'm very interested. Then, if that's the backstory, okay, girl, she did that.
She was.
I know.
Apparently, from what I understanding, she would get people killed just because they were in her way for no reason. She would just tell people, like.
But she hizo un cartel en Miami muy grande, una mujer.
But you know what it is? I don't know. Sofia Vergara, I always think of her as like Modern Family Sofia, so I haven't gotten fully into her evil character yet.
I don't think she's ever played a role that's like this, like heavy on the acting.
I'm very interested. What do you think? Was it good?
It's good.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
I'm
And
gonna
it's
keep
Karol
watching
G
it
in
soon.
there too.
Oh yeah, she is in there.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm gonna watch it. You want to watch it with me, honey, or no?
Sure, let's watch it.
Okay, nice.
Is there anything you want to talk about specifically? Anything that stands out to you?
Let me think.
Something you've been itching to just share.
Oh, I hate saying nothing, but recently I was watching a lot of old school YouTubers, and it just made me kind of like really appreciate content creators for like doing this for so long. It's not an easy job. And I was watching, I was catching up with Remy Ashton's Christmas vlogs of this year.
Her intro is so cheesy.
Her
it's
intro
so funny.
was really cute though. And it's like Cal's on the bed and he's like, Remy, what do you want to do for like your 10-year of Vlogmas? Imagine Vlogmas, you film for 28 days straight. Not a lot of people can do that. I was looking at her channel, and in the last year, I'm a stalker, Remy. In the last year, she posted like 140 videos.
Wow.
That's like 2 videos, 2 to 3 a week.
2 a week? Plus the 30 on
That's
Vlogmas.
Just so
that's
impressive. I don't know. Yesterday, I had a moment of appreciation for content creators and like how everybody's their own little like production house.
Everybody grinds.
And I'm just like so proud of all of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Natalie for YouTube CEO.
Imagine.
How would you change things if you could?
I wouldn't take the job.
You wouldn't take the job.
It's
No,
my
I feel like I'd be a badass YouTube CEO. I gotta say,
I wouldn't do it.
I would totally do it.
I wouldn't do it.
The job of a CEO is so hard.
That's the thing. I like being a creator. I don't like managing people. I don't like being a CEO. That's one thing I've realized.
David, ¿cómo es su relación con su boss in Walmart?
No, bro, really good. Literally, everyone loved me in Walmart.
Aww.
I'm so good with everyone.
You're good with people, David.
Yes,
you know?
really good.
Even in the beginning of the podcast when we were kind of like having a heated moment, you were like smiling. But I'm curious, do you ever break down? Do you ever get mad or like what pulls you over the edge?
I think the most breakdown I have is when I move here, like
really?
the first time, and I moved to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And my move go back again to Colombia, and I feel so alone in a moment.
When you went back to Colombia?
No. My dad go back to Colombia and I stay here alone, and
that's rough.
That's crazy. Like
that is
you
rough.
you be alone in a country like you don't know, and anyone you know, like you don't have friends and anything. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Se siente solo de verdad. Se dice, uy, papi. This is so
I don't know why I just thought about this, but here's another thing I wanted to talk about before you press that button. Olive oil on vanilla ice cream. What's that about? I want to try it.
There's a topic that we jumped over. I'm going to take the opportunity to say it. Which punishment sounds light or easy at first, but is actually horrific to receive? I've heard a lot from my parents about weird punishments in Colombia from schools.
Really? Weird?
Yeah, like odd punishments.
Like what?
Well, everybody knows the, what do you call it? Silent time for kids when they put them in a corner.
That's so sad, guys.
Right?
When you see little kids, that's really sad. I hate those.
Yeah.
Because a little kid just backed up against a corner like this, looking back. Look forward. Like, what are you teaching the kid? I hate that punishment.
I'm trying to remember what that's called. I know you. That fucking term is escaping me.
It really pisses me off.
Not detention. Not even quiet time.
But then again, I'm not a parent, so I don't know what to do if a child goes crazy.
Anyways, there was a listicle format. People voted on this. And
what you gonna do if your child going crazy?
I don't know. Like, especially if they start screaming at Walmart or something like that. That's
screaming in La Palmaitas. Wow.
The number one is silent treatment.
Silent treatment.
So being like, let's say you and I get into an argument and I just don't talk to you. No. And I just give you that quietness. It's uncomfortable.
I do not think that's healthy.
It's not. No, it's definitely not.
I don't think that's healthy, and I don't think it teaches you to talk about things. That's why I don't want to do that to my kids, because I don't see the value in putting them up against a little corner and being like, look straight.
Time out. That's what it's called. Timeout.
You
Now
know
I
what it
remember
is? I think they're trying to be like, go reflect.
It's called timeout.
I think that's what they're trying to do. But the whole wall thing feels very dehumanizing to me.
I always remember these old pictures from middle schools and high schools where they would put like the hat on somebody that would say
That is
dunce,
rude,
and they would get them
dude.
to like sit in the corner.
That is rude. That
Like,
is bullying.
It kind of calls you out as like an idiot.
It's
Yeah.
not nice. I can't imagine the PTSD of those
I
kids.
know.
That's sad.
But you see that and anyone want to do it again. Like,
Yeah.
No,
En
but
Colombia,
I don't
¿cómo
think
castigaban a la
that's the
gente en la
right
escuela?
way to do
no,
it.
they put a note in. Pues a mí me se llama libro de anotaciones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Entonces, like, if something you do something bad, like,
Y no les pegaban.
no, they
No,
never.
O castigar así como de una manera extrema.
No, los quitan, no lo dejan ir a la escuela. No lo dejan ir a la escuela.
Y
like,
las
for 3
escuelas
days.
católicas en Colombia.
I've been in a Catholic school.
Oh.
Y-
Anyways, someone was talking about
That is very religious.
a punishment.
yeah, that's crazy.
A very light punishment is being tickled. That tickling
Who would do that?
sometimes feels like a punishment, and it can get to a point where obviously some people pee themselves from like
Yeah, it's
being
terrible.
tickled, but that it is unpleasant.
It is.
And some people actually have kind of like a semi-phobia of being tickled.
I
They
don't
don't
like
they
to be
don't like to
tickled.
think about it. They don't like to be tickled.
Honey, I don't like to be tickled, and I tell you not
I
to
know
tickle
that.
me, and you
I
like
barely
to.
ever tickle you. I barely
but
ever,
when
like
you do
months
it-
in between.
Natalie.
Because you're laughing, but internally you're screaming. You
I'm
know?
so funny tickling people.
Okay.
It doesn't. It's not fun, guys.
The last one was actually very creative. It's really bad though, I gotta say.
Okay.
Kneeling on rice. Raw rice. I didn't even know this was a punishment, but they kneel and then it leaves permanent scars on the knees.
Oh my God. Why would you want to do
Awful.
this?
I had never heard about that before.
Why would they do that to their
But apparently it's a real
kids?
thing. Arrodillas en el arroz.
Why would you do
Uy.
that?
Anyways, we
Le ponen
promised to you
pesos.
guys that he was going to show
Oh, shit.
and we would listen to his new single, his new EP. David, did you connect it to Bluetooth or the wire?
I'm gonna send it to your computer.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh shit.
So wait,
Okay,
David,
you
what was the inspiration behind this song? First of
The
all,
inspiration is, of course, the challenge. Like they
Yeah.
put it on me. And I don't know,
let's get it.
I have to do everything in this life.
David, you can't copyright us. You gotta promise.
No, of course not. I'm your family.
So, David, how long did it take you to write the song?
No, like somebody helping me to write the song
Okay.
and to make the flow.
Mándemela,
Oh, so it
mándemela.
came
And I sing
natural?
it. Yes.
Nice. Oh, that's nice.
It was in the spot.
Okay,
That's
I'm
his
gonna send
brain
you.
making the song.
Let's see what David's brain tells him to say.
All right, let's see.
And send you already.
Oh shoot! So you made the beat? You made everything?
No, he only sang.
Oh, you only sang.
Someone
I'm
it
honest.
was a challenge.
Oh,
They
cool,
said,
cool.
Sing to this.
And then
he
they
just-
might pick you.
It was just like a TikTok challenge.
Yeah, no. It's dependent like you get. I send it to throw you message.
Your message. Okay.
And then they might pick you that way or something?
No, I got it. Okay, wait,
No,
wait.
if I didn't good and it's dependent likes. If you get so much like in the thing.
What the fuck?
Okay.
That is 3 minutes long. Usted cantó por 3 minutos.
No. I tell you. It's two people in there. I'm not the first singer.
Okay. ¿A cuál minuto canta usted?
Por ahí en el minuto, en un minuto.
I'm going to skip your friend. I'm going to put you.
No, pero más atrasito. Like in the 15 seconds.
Un
Ahora en
minuto,
50 segundos,
Just start
50
it.
segundos.
Just start it and
un
we
minuto
hear.
50.
How about just start?
No, en 50 segundos.
Okay.
But can't we just hear the beginning?
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
gonna sit through 3 minutes.
No,
of-
just
But just a little bit.
Okay,
and then we
fine.
scroll. That
it's good.
no, it is good.
David's new hit. Póngale nombre a la canción.
Una noche.
Una noche.
What happened to the song? Wait, that's your friend?
Yeah.
He's good.
Yo.
La misma conexión que yo.
That's actually really good. Oh my God, he's in Hey, I like it. What the heck? This is actually really good.
Now you can put my party if you want.
Imagine he's touring. Put it down a little.
Is that la partecita? Okay.
Wait,
this
imagine
is
he's
part.
touring next year with Maluma. Just imagine.
I can, while he's touring
Hey,
it,
princesa, con todo
I'll
lo
be
tan
in-
especial.
I'll be in the back, go like that.
That's you? Oh my God, good. Wait, let me hear it. Let me hear this. David, that's really good. Oh my God, I actually stop. I really like this.
Otra noche en mi cama, repetimos la mañana, solo sexo, no palabras. Porque
It's a little R-rated.
No, pero you know that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know? Lo que vende.
I really like it. It's
There you go.
really good, David.
Dang.
I would jam out to that.
Well, now you know. What's it called again, David?
Una
Put on
noche.
Spotify.
Una noche.
Palo.
Maybe that should be our outro. Let's outro to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Make sure you review the podcast. You listen to David's new single.
Wait. That was your part? That was your part? Okay. Okay. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Be sure to rate this podcast.
Comment,
also
like, and
subscribe,
share.
comment. And
Share it to a friend.
we're here every Friday at 4 p.m.
Eastern time.
Eastern time.
No se va a enterar.